In today's discussion, why Sheikh Jassim withdrew from Manchester United takeover race. The reason why Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al-Thani withdrew from the Manchester United takeover race is because he understood the mess that is the Glazer family. His withdrawal follows his further discussions in recent days with the parasitic Glazer family. Al-Thani had undergone several rounds of bidding staged by the Raine Group, with his final revised offer standing at £5 billion, which was believed to be the only bid for 100% of the club. He wanted to buy the club outright and his bid was around double the market value of the club. He withdrew because he was disillusioned by the valuation placed on United by the Glazers. It's understood that Avram and Joel Glazer are reluctant to sell and have not responded to either Sheikh Al-Thani or Ratcliffe regarding next steps. Ratcliffe has been considering pivoting to a small stake investment of £1.5 billion for 25%, and it's also been reported that this offer is set to be ratified by United's board imminently. Al-Thani had an appealing and exciting and realistic plan for the club. He wanted to do a lot for the club for the betterment of the club, promising to clear the debts of about £1 billion amassed by the Glazers through his 9-2 foundation, pledging to restore the club back to its former glories both on and off the pitch. His offer would have made United the most expensive sports team in history by at least £200 million, eclipsing the deal to buy NFL side Washington Commanders, but still, ludicrously, fell short of the Glazers' own valuation of the club at around £6 billion. The Glazers have owned Manchester United since buying it for just under £800 million in 2005, an 18-year tenure marked by protests and a conspicuous dearth of trophies since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson, its former manager, also in 2013. These Glazers bought the club with nothing and they have since become gluttons, parasites and leeches on the club. These halfway people rejected £5 billion for the club when in fact the club is only worth half that amount. Al-Thani, a known lifelong United supporter, had indicated towards prioritizing a sustainable future for both the men's and women's sides with a further focus on youth development. On the other hand, Ratcliffe and the Glazers are hoping the value of the club will triple in the next 3 to 4 years because of the lucrative TV rights in the English Premier League, the expanded Champions League format, the Club World Cup and the World Cup that would hold in the United States. Meanwhile, Ratcliffe on the other hand has no money to buy the club outright, so he decided to dive headlong into bed with the hated Glazers. He claims to be a lifelong United supporter, but his actions seem otherwise. The Glazer family in their 18-year ownership of United have destroyed the fabric of the club. They have taken dividends out of the club and left its infrastructure to rust and decay. They are not fans of the club, they do not care about the club, it's a business venture to them. All they have done in 18 years is squeezed the club dry. So, for Ratcliffe to become a bedfellow with these evil people, shows that he too do not care a bit about the club. He also sees the club as a business venture that can be milked. The claim that Ratcliffe is a lifelong supporter of the club looks suspect and fallacious. He's an enemy of the club just the same way that the Glazers are enemies of the club, and he should be treated as such by the fans of Manchester United. Does Ratcliffe have the love of the club at heart? Maybe not, but definitely not as you and I, the fans of this club, do. He sees Manchester United as a means to an end, a money-making venture. This showed in his flippant bids for the club. He wanted to own about 75% of the club and again about 50% of the club, and now it has trickled down to 25%. This smacks of a man who was desperate to own the club, even if it meant kissing the ass of the Glazers. The British media and sports pundits will not tell you this, they will not criticize his bid, they will spin things around and tell you that it's the best bid because this man has a British passport, he is a son of the soil, a local boy from Manchester. This is a load of crap. So do not let them school you, neither should you let them fool you. Sir Jim Ratcliffe appears not to mean well for our beloved football club, so he's an enemy of the club. Fans, this has been a Rise United Devils. If you enjoyed this video, smash the subscribe button and hit the like button and the notification bell so that you are the first to receive new videos when they drop in this channel. Thank you for watching.